Hey everybody, it's JP. Hope you're doing well. I have left this video mostly unedited, so it's longer than my normal videos. It's a little over an hour. The reason I did that is my buddy Steve that's in this video with me. This is a video where we were celebrating his birthday in the Bighorn Mountains of Wyoming last summer. And we lost him shortly after the trip. And so kind of in memory of Steve here, I've left this video in its full unedited format, mostly unedited, and I think you'll really enjoy it. Hopefully you do as much as we did this day. It was an amazing day, some amazing four-wheel drive trails in the very high country of Wyoming, up above 10,000 feet. That ends with a gigantic herd of elk, maybe 100 plus elk, right near our camp. That we caught on video for quite a while, and just kind of a great montage of me cooking Steve a birthday dinner and hanging out. And I think you'll find it. Hopefully you enjoy the video. We enjoyed this day a lot, and Steve, I miss you.
How much water do you have there?
3. I think that's one of the coolest things about Wyoming is you can be driving and looking at the Bighorn Mountains out of your windshield and the Beartooth Mountains in your rearview mirror. It's like everywhere you go, there's another mountain range and there's nothing in between.
Howdy. How are you? Excuse me. Pardon me. Coming through.
Is that corny enough? That is utterly ridiculous. Oh, did we just pass and you need to stop for something?
Nah, I'll get the battery when I get home.
Oh, you gotta get a key battery.
Roger that.
Yeah, there's a lot of mountain ranges though. You got the Bighorns, the Aberosca, you got the Beartooths, the Wyoming Range, the Wind Rivers, the Tetons. What else? Salt Rivers.
And this is Powell, so I'm looking for gas.
Oh, this is where we have to get gas? All right.
I mean, there might be another two-bit shithole beyond this, but this probably be our best place.
Roger that. Yeah, Steve's not paying attention to my endless drabble about mountain ranges in Wyoming. Say the Tundra never met a gas station she didn't like. She's a thirsty girl. About the trailer on the Tundra, I'm up to about 17 miles a gallon. I've been averaging about 11 with the trailer on, so that makes about 6 miles per gallon difference, looks like. All right, this is a reservoir here at the Bighorn Canyon National Recreation Area. Up in front of us there, the Bighorn Mountains. We're headed into this kind of the foothills, I guess you could say here, are a little bit more high desert-like. And then once we get up into the Bighorns proper, it'll be much more alpine. Maybe we'll get lucky and actually see a bighorn. I've never seen one in the wild. That would be pretty cool. I don't know if there's mountain goats here. I was just talking with Steve. I think it's too far south for Dall sheep. So this is the Bighorn River. Sign just past the sign there. But a bighorn sheep would be really cool to see. Probably pretty rare, unless we get into, I don't know, we'll just see. But you can see the landscape starting to change. As you're climbing up the Bighorns here, looking back out across that section of Wyoming we just came across, looks like a big barren desert. Cody really didn't look like that, but you get more perspective, I suppose, when you get up here. So we're climbing up into the Bighorns, and then we'll be back alpine. Off in the distance there, probably can't see them on the GoPro, or the Beartooth Aberosco, where we broke the axle on the Moby yesterday. And up we go. Welcome to the Bighorn National Forest. You might be in Wyoming if there's a cow crossing the road. The National Forest boundary.
Onto the unpaved road.
Get away from the main road a little bit and let Scout out.
Arriving at Joe 18, 2012.
Keep down, look at the clouds moving. If you can see that, moving fast. What do you think, Scooch? Yeah. Oh, yeah. We might see low 30s, high 20s tonight. Nice and windy. Yeah. How cold do you think it'll get tonight? This is the heat of the day. I know. Scout doesn't care. Oh. Did you rock? Kind of a neat landscape at 10,000 feet. This is kind of a neat landscape at 10,000 feet. The rock formations up there. We're like in this high alpine meadow kind of environment, and then that looks very much like you're in the desert. Alright, I just want to put eyes on this next section here before I drive it. I don't think it's too bad, but I just wanted to look. No, it's not bad at all. Just need to go slow. Yeah, maybe even hang up on the right there a little bit. It's not bad. You might want to look at it. Looks like maybe hang right, but take a look. Ready to stop for lunch? You see that minivan that says Gambler 500 on it?
The one with the red and white get up on it, red, white, blue?
Correct. The Gambler 500 is an off-road race for funky cars.
Roger that. That's a pretty funky collection of cars there.
Bighorns are not disappointing at all. We're up in a really high alpine meadow type setting, just under 10,000 feet. Some leftover snow, and it feels like you're just in big rolling hills, but you're really up in some pretty serious mountains. I think those are sheep. I don't know if you can see them yet, but we're gonna get closer, obviously. I guess you would call that is it a flock of sheep? There are literally thousands of them. Like literally thousands. Wait till I get up close and you see this. It's crazy, and this landscape is crazy. Check this out. Oh, it's definitely sheep. I can hear them now. And by the way, this is not a bad four-wheel drive trail either. It's kind of fun. Oh, we got a dingo that's tending to the sheep. Dingo ain't my baby. Sheep everywhere. I'm gonna get out and film for a second. I'm not gonna get out and film. No, I'm not gonna get out and film because the dingo back there does not like us looking at his sheep. So I guess we'll keep driving. So those dogs just live up here by themselves with the sheep?
No, there's a shepherd around somewhere probably. He might not be here 24/7, but
The dog did not want you near his sheep.
I thought he'd go after a wolf.
Hopefully you can see those sheep on the GoPro.
So, I feel like we need to be going down at some point or we're not going to find a very good channel spot here.
Scott's really into the sheep.
Sure he is.
Maybe that's why I call him a German Shepherd. We're about to go up a hill.
Are we still just exploring or are you actually thinking there's going to be a campsite around here somewhere?
I don't know, I figured I'd get up on the most desolate point we could find to camp.
Steven, pull over.
Nothing like sleeping with a flock of sheep, I can tell you that. It's not very wilderness-like.
Let's get the flock out of here. So there's several of these dogs and they're just like keeping the sheep in one spot.
Yeah, you gotta keep the flock together.
Howdy. How are you? Excuse me. Pardon me. Coming through.
Is that corny enough? That is utterly ridiculous. Oh, oh, you see the sheep? You want to go play shepherd? You like sheepy sheep?
I'm really short, dude.
Scott is very excited. He's like, but Dad, this is home.
over and check out this rock formation over here. It's really unique to be up at 9784, so almost 10,000 feet. And we're like in this big, giant, like Highlands of Scotland kind of landscape, and then there's these rock formations. That one's kind of small. This one over here is pretty good size. Some of them are really big, which is really kind of neat. It's just like a different kind of landscape than I don't know that I've seen it anywhere else. Wildflower action. And some lichen. It's almost orange. What would you liken that to, Scout? The rock almost looks like, this rock almost looks like a soapstone. Yeah, it's a little heavier than a soapstone. It's got a little bit more abrasive kind of tendency to it, but oh yeah, it's coral reef. That's what it is. Yeah. It's under a giant ocean. Can you imagine a megalodon swimming down that canyon underwater? That formation's pretty good sized. You looking for the sheep? Where's Lassie? Where's the sheep? Where's the sheep? Do you know where they're at? Got a game trail. It goes up the mountain there and then continues on down that way. What is this, Scout? What's this? Come here. Come here. What's this? What's that? What is it? What is it? Is it a bighorn sheep? This one looked like it fell from the sky. There's a crater. Don't know. Yeah, maybe with the snow. What do you think, Scott? Look at this landscape. All right, we're starting to set up camp here. And across the ridge from us, if I can, I'll try to do this without jerking the camera around too much. Let me see if I can pan it up just a little bit. There. If I can zoom in. Oh, there we go. There's a herd of, I don't know, could be as many as 100 elk. Look at all of them there.
Zoom in on them pretty good.
Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Back against the tree line there too. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. Something just ran through there. 42, 43, 44. What is that running? I think I'm at 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, and I give up. Yeah, there's 70 to 100 of them. And there's something running among them. Is that a wolf? Or is that a baby elk running? I'd say it's baby elk running because they don't seem to be too stressed out about it. Good
grief at the elk.
How much water do you have there?
3.5.
What do you think, Scoochie? You need your jacket on? I cannot believe how many elk there are. There's so many elk. Okay, I almost got gear explosion under control. Scout the horse drank every drop of that water. In fact, I would venture to guess the only reason he quit drinking is because it was empty.
Yeah.
I guess I'll set the table up on this side.
Dude, I love this net on my roof because
Yeah,
I can
that's
just
pretty
throw whatever I want up there.
Well, we gotta do a walk around video before.
Yeah, we will.
Scorcher. Scotty, you and I are gonna go for a run in the morning. You cool with that? We need to get some mileage in.
You and Scott are gonna go for a run in the morning?
But yeah, you wanna go with us?
I ain't gonna go running up here. Are you crazy? You thought you had a concern about Barry's health. If I go running up here, we're both gonna be in trouble.
I fear he's done himself a great mischief.
You're gonna have to explain to everybody what happened to me.
I hadn't seen Steve. I don't even...
Steve who?
Steve wasn't in Wyoming.
I guess we're sharing the old army shovel now.
Oh, no, I still got one.
Oh, have you?
I got a backup. I cannot believe that Barry got my good shovel.
Yeah, Barry didn't do you any favors at all. Barry just kind of took advantage and moved on.
He kind of just move on, didn't he? Didn't even say bye. See ya.
He's like, that's how you rob a bank.
Now it's making sense. That's why he didn't tell us that full story. He never told us how he learned about robbing banks, so that he
Yeah.
could teach banks
Might have been a
not
bank
to be
robber.
robbed. You know, people do that as consultants.
Sure, yeah.
What do you think, Scout? Do you think Barry was a bank robber at one time? You think
It's like hackers, right?
Santa Claus, white hat hackers? You think Santa Claus raised... Hey, Scott, you want your coat?
Well,
Oh.
no, the white hat hackers are one thing, but I'm saying the FBI will make a deal with somebody and turn him, turn him as a
Where's your
hacker.
coat? Come here, I'll give you your coat. Hey, you want this? I'm making a mess of it, aren't I, Scout?
Okay. Most important thing, I have a place to sleep. Yeah. There you go, Captain Von Winkle. Colonel Fatwad. You look very regal and official in your coat, Scout. You want more water? Is that what you want? You just polished off 40 ounces. You're going to go through 3.5 gallons in no time at this rate. There you go, horse. He's about to polish off another bowl of water. Did you leave that behind too? No, I got it right here. I got 2 of them. You're coming to need it. Western Mountaineering bad tonight. You think it's gonna get that cold? I'm on the fence. I think it could get cold, but then again, let's see what it says now. This is about the best weather you can expect up here. 55 at the moment. 55 right now? That's what the back of the Tundra says. Alright, Scotty, what are we going to cook tonight? I'm not even that hungry. I'm getting there. I am getting hungry. Let's see, we're going to need a propane bottle. We're going to need some silverware. We're going to need a fuel adapter. It's all going to be out at this point. I'm going to use this guy. And this guy. I think this will work with it. You still filming? I'm getting ready to cut it off. Yep. Double R Ranch, Northwest beef for grilling.
Nice.
USDA choice beef tops, top loin, New York strip steak, boneless.
I like it. Sounds like it probably grew up in Wyoming.
And yeah, it did.
Probably in these mountains.
Yep.
Did you see this thing yet?
Not in person, only in the videos.
It's a little big.
It is kind of big. People take that backpacking?
No, this is a car camping site.
Okay. I'm gonna say, you'd be crazy to carry that in your backpack.
Yeah, no kidding. It's cool though because the pot for boiling water, although it's gigantic, it has the jet boil thermal ring around it.
Yep, just like a little jet boil.
Just like a little jet boil, except it's really, really big. The other thing I learned about this thing too is that, like most of these stoves, take, I think they said like 1 or 2 full turns to open full output.
Mm-hmm.
This one's like 6 or 12 turns, and so your ability to adjust your flame temperature and simmer and stuff, it's like annoyingly good.
Better than the partner stove. Huh?
Oh my gosh, the partner stove, there is no simmer on the partner stove. It's just...
It's full on or full off?
It's got a little bit of a simmer to it, but it nothing like this thing that you're about to see. Yeah, this is about the biggest stove I can use on this table. It's cool though because it has piezo ignition too.
So,
Yeah, so look at this. Get low, you can turn that thing down.
wow,
Or you just have to keep turning it.
full blast.
No, that's like maybe a third of the way. It's a 10,000 BTU burner. Is that Horse Piss Creek whiskey?
That, my friend, is bullet whiskey.
Oh, okay.
For the $1, you can't get better whiskey.
Really?
No.
Well, we're
For the
gonna
money, this is the best whiskey, I think, right here.
we're gonna have to
Bullet bourbon.
start bottling our own. Horse Piss whiskey, Strange Ranger tequila.
I like the names. Strange Ranger tequila.
What was the other one I came up with? Oh, Barry's Bog Mead. But there was a gin that I come up with. Oh, Lobster Clawfoot Gin.
Lobster Clawfoot gin.
All backpacking tobaccos. You want to cook
Oh,
this
look,
steak or you
somebody's
want me
going
to?
up that. Somebody's going up that road right there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Hey, it's my birthday. You're cooking for me
Oh, that's
tonight.
right. Happy birthday. I feel like I should sing or something. Scott, do you want to sing?
No singing necessary.
He doesn't seem very motivated right now. Let me get my knife.
I sure wish you'd give me a drone for my birthday, though. A shiny new, brand new drone. I could use that.
I know where there's one.
It's not so shiny or new.
That's right. You have to have a really good eye to find it.
You should see my tracks on Gaia, because I left Gaia going the whole time when I was walking around there.
Oh, yeah.
And I marked it, you know. Drone crash site on Bald Mountain. Little Bald Mountain.
That's funny. Well, you know, just a little bit down from us in the Bighorns is Bomber Mountain, where the B-17 went down. I don't think this is quite as interesting and or dramatic, but nonetheless, the Bighorns, probably not the safest place to be aerially flying.
Probably not, no.
All right, I got. Do you have black pepper?
No, I don't.
I left mine in the Moby. I have black Hawaiian salt.
Well, what else? I thought you had some spices in there, though.
I moved.
No pepper, though.
I do have spices. I have garlic salt and black Hawaiian salt.
I just use the black Hawaiian salt or whatever. I have to go without pepper tonight. I have a little thing of pepper somewhere. I'm not
When
sure
I did the
where it
steaks
is,
for
though.
tacos the other night, I put a little bit of cayenne on them. And that turned out pretty good, but
Andy pretty much put the end to my set of salt and pepper shakers I had. So
oh, did he?
Those went away when I got home after Moab.
They were overused.
Yeah, and I didn't replace them.
Clumping up a little bit. There it comes.
That little stowage net you have over there is pretty cool too.
Yeah, that thing has turned out super handy for like it's the same concept as yours, like
Yeah.
tossing jackets and stuff at night. All right, let's give this a good sear. What was the guy at the butcher shop in Jackson told us? Sear it 5 minutes aside.
Did that get you?
Yeah, not bad, but it got me. What happened to some apple?
You need some tongs?
Do you have some?
I do.
That would make it a little bit easy. I'm lucky it didn't get. Yeah, I'm lucky it didn't get me in the eyes. I did catch it on video though, so that's good.
Yeah. We have that on video.
What do you think the chances that the Gambler 500, that drone was coming in and like literally crashed into one of their cars? Because they were coming right by the spot that it was headed back to. 5 minutes.
They seem like good guys.
Oh, they were really
if
cool.
if they saw the drone, they would have.
Oh,
said
I thought they were.
something.
I thought they were a ton of fun.
They'd be like, "Well, what are we going to do with this old this drone anyways.
No, I'm saying, what if they like crashed and we ran over it? What would we have seen the pieces?
Yeah, we would.
No, I didn't think they would take it.
If it was crashed on the road and they ran it over, we would have seen it.
Yeah.
I think it's hiding out there in the sagebrush or down in one of those holes.
Yeah.
You know, even though the grass isn't that long, it'd be hard to see it. The thing is so flippin' small. So while we're on tape, let's take a tally of the losses so far. So we have one windshield broken.
Yeah.
We have gas all over the exterior and part of the interior of the 4Runner.
You're down to Rotopack.
I'm down a Rotopack, although hopefully I can get that replaced.
I'm down a shovel.
You're down a shovel. You're down a trailer.
I think probably $2,000 on repairing axles for the trailer.
And another $1,200 for the drone.
$1,200 for a drone. I got to replace a mud flap that I broke on the front of the Tundra. Something's rattling underneath. I hadn't isolated it yet.
Maybe in the morning you have to take a little exploration underneath the Tundra.
It's a pretty good tequila for the money.
Casamigos?
Yeah, they're...
I wonder if I've ever had that one before.
They're añejo. You want some of it?
No, I can't really drink whiskey with tequila. That doesn't work.
Oh, come on. You should mix them.
Tequila is the one thing that'll make me sick alcohol-wise.
Really?
Yeah. Not good tequila like that.
Yeah.
But cheap tequila, if I drink...
This is like a...
If I drink a few shots of cheap tequila, I'll get sick.
This is like a scotch. That's aged at least a year in oak barrels. You know, so it's sort of like a... All right, do this a little bit more graceful this time. So much easier.
With tongs?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Helps to have the right cooking implements.
You know, like cowboy style?
Yeah, I mean, it works in a pinch, but...
Happy birthday.
Thanks, buddy.
Did we
I'm happy to be spending my birthday with you out here.
Didn't we do a birthday in India at one time?
No, we went in May to India. You guys did a really good 40th birthday party for me, though, at KP, I remember.
Oh, yeah.
You bought me the cane and...
Oh, that's right, the over-the-hill cane and...
Diapers, senior diapers.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, we've done another birthday of yours camping, I'm pretty sure, somewhere.
Might have been in Yosemite.
Might have been in Yosemite.
That's likely that we did it in Yosemite one time.
This time of year would probably been about right. Did we finish the tally? So $2,000 is my estimate on the trailer. $1,200 drone, there's $3,200. A $60 or $70 shovel that I think Barry has. Well, let's be clear since we're on tape.
Well, we also have some issues with your rear bumper, and we don't know what else might be wrong underneath.
Yeah, we're not going to look under there yet. But we were digging Barry out with my shovel, and we left it. And we're pretty sure that Ronnie, the tow truck driver, once he got down there and saw what Barry had gotten him into to try to get him out, we're kind of afraid that Ronnie may have beat Barry with the shovel, and I'm really concerned about that because it's my shovel and it's registered in my name and it has my fingerprints on it.
It's got my fingerprints on it too.
Well, that's true.
And they'll know we're traveling together.
Yeah.
That'll be pretty obvious.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Actually, the one thing I was really afraid of is that we were going to get implicated in being in a place we shouldn't be because of Barry's debacle.
Oh, because he drove out through that.
There was a sign right there.
Oh, yeah?
That closed the motor vehicles.
Yeah, that's why I went...
And he got bogged down about 20 yards at most beyond that sign.
That's why I went around that spot. Oh, man, that was, like, amazing. 77 years old. Dodge 2500.
14 years old, diesel.
14 years old, diesel.
That's a heavy vehicle.
A 10,000-pound Australian Black Series Conqueror trailer. Going so fast that I literally thought he was going to rear end me. And I'm in the Tundra pulling the Moby. Moving pretty good. Keeping up with you in the 4Runner just about.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I kept stopping a little bit to let you catch up.
Like, I actually got out and talked to him. I'm like, you might want to walk this next section. How long are you going to stay down here? Oh, I'll probably go out when you guys go out. You're probably still there right now. That photo you took, I got to work it into a video.
I've got several.
It puts it into a whole new perspective of how stuck he actually really was.
Yeah. When I get home, I'll take them all and I'll put them in a Dropbox folder for you.
You want me to,
That way you won't get the low-res versions. If I just text them to you, you're getting the low-res.
yeah.
So.
You want me to slice this and sear the insides, or
Sure, yeah.
or just turn the fire down and let it rest?
I do have some cheese.
I got this much cheese.
Oh, that's plenty. That's
And
way more than enough.
I had some bigger tortillas if you want to make a burrito. All right, so
I got some fresh tortillas. How fresh are those?
you know, in JP terms, they're brand new.
All right.
I didn't leave home with them 6 weeks ago. I bought them somewhere along the way. Maybe in
Well, then we might as well use those up because mine are fresher.
Okay. I think I might have got them in West Yellowstone, Montana. And if that's the case,
Well, this is going to be a good birthday dinner. I'm stoked.
all right, I'm gonna turn the fire off under it. And you want me to do it into like fajita strips to put on the tortillas, or how you want to do it?
Yeah, that sounds great.
That's cool. Went fast.
Do you have any plates? I got plates.
I have one.
Okay.
Yeah. So my original plan was obviously just to take the Tundra, and then when my boys decided that they wanted to go last minute, I hooked up the trailer, and I didn't unload the truck. So the truck still has a pretty well a full complement in it, but it's a truck made for one and a dog. That's a good looking steak.
Yeah, I saw that one and I was all over it. It was only $10.
Really?
Yeah.
A little cowboy style steak action.
Cowboy tacos. Maybe we should call them Bighorn tacos.
Bighorn tacos. That's be the new name for them.
Yep. That could be on our menu too.
Oh, we're gonna have a restaurant too.
Well, we might as well.
Bighorn tacos.
Right.
Horse Piss Creek whiskey. Lobster.
Question is, where's our restaurant gonna be?
Not in Portland.
Hell no.
Oh, maybe top of the world. It's a seasonal
It's a
restaurant.
pretty short season.
That's all I can handle is a short season anyway.
No. I have almost gone into the restaurant business. I had an opportunity to.
I remember.
But I've sworn all my life I will never go into that business. I worked in restaurants enough as a teenager to know that's not a good business plan.
Yeah, Sarah worked in restaurants a lot. It's a tough business to make work, especially right now. It's open up, close down, open up, close down, food go bad.
Even in the best of times, you're working 12 hours a day, 6-7 days a week, you know? You're lucky to get a day off every now and then.
Yeah.
Like, I look at how hard Arturo works and all the other restaurant clients I've ever had. Not a single one of my restaurant clients have I ever gone, wow, they really got it great.
Yeah. How, they like that light.
That's bright as the sun.
The rigid seam light, and I got it wired right here.
Yep.
So, perfect for cooking. And then you saw these too, right?
Yep.
It's a pretty decent setup.
It's a great setup, man.
It's very popular on YouTube.
Well, because I think a lot of people would love this setup because it can serve 2 people pretty readily.
Yep.
And it's very mobile. It can go, you've proven it can go almost anywhere the 4Runner can go.
Yeah.
I think there's some places that the FJ and the 4Runner could go, this thing can't.
Yeah.
Because of the breakover. Yeah. But then you have to take it really slow. There's spots where I'm like, oh my God, he's going so slow.
Yeah.
But I understand why, you know?
Especially when I'm like crossing something like that.
Yeah.
Because like one time today I set my back end down the hitch, but I didn't bump it. I like, did one
Going
of
up
those.
over one of those big bumps.
Yeah. Yeah, well actually it was right out here by the cabin. That cow cabin.
Yeah.
On the
Those
cliff.
are drainage ditches, just like that one in Flaming Gorge, that one road we took.
Yep.
Where all those all the creek crossings or the cuts, they cut the road, to get the water to run across it.
I really want to take that steak off and then put the tortillas on there with the cheese on top of the tortilla.
Just put the meat right here. If I got the plate out, I figure you might need someplace to put it.
Yeah, that way we can, what do they call the quesadilla when you do it like that? Dorado?
Is that what it's called?
I think it's called Dorado when they brown it for you.
Dorado is what does Dorado mean?
El Dorado is gold, right?
Yeah, gold.
Golden.
Yeah, because like the
Golden.
Dorado is the fish name too, and that's
That makes sense because it's gold, right? Golden
That's
brown.
the same fish they call mahi in Hawaii.
Yeah. Well, and then what about tuna and dolphin? That's another one that confuses me all the time.
Oh, the Spanish names for those?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because Hemingway was always talking about catching dolphin.
Yeah.
But he's not talking about catching a porpoise. He's talking about
Tuna.
tuna. All right. So. Do that. Sit on the table.
They had some decent looking fish there at the Albertsons. I almost thought about buying some fish for tonight.
Yeah,
But
I've looked at fish a couple times.
the only thing about fish out here is you literally need to eat it the
That
first
day.
night that you buy it.
Yeah, I've looked at it a couple times, and both times I've been like, I am not going to take fish out. Even though we got the fridge. I had fish for dinner last night, or 2 nights ago. But it's that Patagonia Provisions salmon.
Yeah.
It's smoked.
Smoked salmon, yeah. Yeah, actually, I think next year when I come
Yeah.
out, I'll probably buy some of that.
He drank that whole bowl again.
He drank 2 of them already?
He's drank 80 ounces of water since we've parked.
Yeah.
You okay, Scoochie?
He's a goat. He was just thirsty. He'll be looking forward to a tidbit of the steak too.
Hope he's not having any kidney problems or something. That's a lot of water.
Yeah, this is gonna make the deal because this is what you did the other night where you browned those tortillas. And
Yeah. You recognize that bottle? I've been
One of
carrying
mine?
oil in that bottle backpacking
Yeah.
since we were fast packing in Yosemite 20 years ago.
That's a 20-year-old bottle, huh?
Yeah, an Elgin. This stove is actually really nice. I mean, look how low that flame is right there.
It's amazing. Yeah, this is awesome because this reminds me of backpacking because of where we are, but we can cover so much ground and we have so many comforts that we didn't ever have when we were backpacking.
I know. Oh man, that's good tequila. Yeah, it's there was a few times, not so much yesterday, but on the road to Barry's Folly, where I felt like I was riding a horse.
Yeah.
Because the truck's like.
Barry's Folly.
Isn't that what you named the waypoint?
Yep, that's what I named the waypoint.
It's crazy how much.
Because I'm starting to see the light on this whole thing, this trip. It's the same thing as what we do in business when you're out here.
Yeah.
A series of bad decisions leads to a really bad outcome. And so it's really about mitigating your bad decisions.
Yeah.
Because you're going to make some bad decisions.
Oh yeah.
But what I've
Sometimes
noticed
they're
is
not-
they compound. If you make one bad decision, it's likely you're going to make another bad decision. And then that becomes a downward spiral.
Well, and that's why when we were working on his truck trying to recover it, that I kept stopping and taking breaks and kind of recovering, because the worst thing that you could do trying to recover a truck like that is to get really, really tired,
Yeah.
because that's when somebody's going to get hurt or killed.
Yeah.
Because if you're like when we finally used the hand winch, like putting that Patagonia bag across it to dampen it, I mean, if that thing had broken, it cut somebody in half. And so,
Yeah. Literally cut them in half.
yeah. So you really,
I've watched enough videos on YouTube about winching and stat straps and stuff to know. It's like, that's why I was standing like a good 30, 40 feet away.
yeah. I mean, you have to like,
And then when you're like, oh, come in here and help me and we'll both do this together. I'm like, shit, if that thing snaps, we could both get wiped out by that cable.
I knew the sear pin though would break before anything else.
Yeah.
But even like with picking the line, right? Like walking it 2 or 3 times and figuring out, and kind of running through the scenarios in your head of like when you were coming up that really, really steep hill and I was trying to figure out how to spot you, and I was like, okay, I think it's lined this way, and this way out.
Well, I think when I first came to the top, you wanted me to go farther right and I wanted to go left up
Yeah.
and then bank around.
But I
'Cause
was
that was the line that I had in mind.
but I was seeing your right tire dropping that hole, and you do this number. You definitely had a better line the first time you climbed it than the second time.
Did I?
Because you climbed it twice.
Yeah, I know.
And the first time was like, you just kind of climbed it. And then the second time was, you lost a little momentum because I had you stop.
Well, yeah, you had me stop because I was about to hit something bad.
Yeah, because I thought your back tire was going to go, and then I could just see the 4Runner like doing this and me like laying on your hood trying to hold it down.
No, I saw a video. You saw it too. I saw a video. I think it was an Imogene Pass somewhere around there, and there's this hill that's probably about 16 degrees or something.
Black Bear.
And there was some guy in a 4Runner, and it was like a 17 or something. He's going up the hill, and he starts getting a little bit sideways, and then just
lays it on his top.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
and it tumbled over like twice.
It was Black Bear Pass, I think.
And he had a roof rack, and I'll never forget it. You know, he had a pretty similar to my SSO roof rack.
Yeah.
And
It's
the roof rack's laying on the ground like this, and then so here's the roof rack, and here's the 4Runner down the hill.
Yeah.
And the roof rack's laying upside down with everything that's on it, right there where it turned over.
Well, that was the thing when I put that ARB roof rack on the FJ. That thing was so beefy. I'm like, well, if I ever roll over, I'll just sit on the roof rack. All right, we're coming up here. Here, I'll let you get your steak. I'm gonna try to fire down a little bit since I have infinite simmer control.
Oh, that is awesome. That stove really is cool.
This could turn into a Jetboil Genesis commercial. However, this is a double-edged sword.
Why is that?
Well, you have infinite simmer control here, so look how low I can turn this thing down. Like, that's really, really low if you look under there. The problem is to get it on high now, I have to turn it 12 full turns the other direction.
Whoa.
It has 12 turns. I think it's either 6 or 12 turns in either direction.
That's a lot of turns.
It's you gotta sit there. So it's not quick, but probably need to steam a little bit more. Give it a little bit more heat.
The only thing we're missing is the salsa verde.
I know. I threw it out. So sad.
We need to get a little tiny jar of it next year.
And put it in the Alpicool.
Maybe what I'll do is I'll just get some little jars, put some of that stuff in it.
Like the Nalgene jar.
Because I'm really learning like how to live out of the Alpicool.
The Alpicool, dude's great.
Yeah,
like,
but you'd have to be really efficient in your use of it.
Until I saw you use that thing for a year, I was like, there's no way this thing is going to be worth anything. It's going to break down like first season. And I've watched you, you're on your second year with it. And during the coronavirus, my fridge went out at the house. And so I brought the fridge in out of the Moby.
Yeah.
And I brought the fridge in out of the Alpicool in, put the Alpicool on the counter, and plugged it in. And we ran it for like 3 weeks while I replaced the control board in our fridge. And then during the coronavirus lockdown, I freaked out because I thought there was going to be a national meat shortage, and I can't live without meat. So I put the fridge in the Moby in deep freeze mode, filled it full of like, an elk and 47 cows, and ran the Alpicool as a spare fridge.
It's the world's smallest deep freezer.
Well, and I've been running the Alpicool this whole trip because I had the Moby fridge. I was running it as a fridge, both sides, at like 43 degrees or so. And then I've been running the Alpicool at like -3.
Yeah.
And keeping all my meat frozen. So I had a meat locker effectively in the back of the truck. And it's running 100% off of solar.
How much did you pay for your Alpicool?
I think $189.
Yep. So when I bought mine, they had a special sale, flash sale. I got it for $149. Oh, dude, that's awesome. $149 for the Alpicool, and then they had a sale on the Jackery 240s I got.
Yeah.
So I got those for $139 each. Okay, so we're into it for $280 plus $150, $330.
Yeah.
$330. And you know how much people pay for AGM batteries and solar panel? Didn't your solar controller break too?
Oh, on the Moby. And it didn't break. It catastrophically caught fire. Like,
we forgot that in our
I
tally.
stopped on Sunlight Creek and ran back there with this pocket knife, grabbed the wires, and cut them in smoke billowing out of the Moby.
Not like you want me to come back there. You're like, no, I'm just fixing a second. You're on fire back there.
I was literally had an electrical fire going on. Yeah, it was a Morning Star 10 amp.
Okay, so that's another $380, right? Didn't you say that was what, or $350?
No, that's this solar controller. That solar controller. So the solar controller that I had in the Moby was a PWM, pulse wave modification solar controller. Anyway, it was a Morning Star 10 amp solid state controller, and I put it in the Moby because it was solid state. And I don't know what happened, but it lost its mind because the positive input from the battery literally caught fire inside the battery box. And I turned, and when I turned, the Moby was sitting here, I could smell it. And I went running out there, and open thing, it was like smoke's billowing out, and I run to the Molly panel on the back of the Tundra, which is great because of organization. This knife stays right there in that panel, and I knew exactly where it was at. I grabbed it.
I thought you carried that one in your pocket.
I do sometimes, but the majority of the time it's on the back of that seat if I don't have it in my pocket. And I grabbed it, and I ran back there, and I literally grabbed the wires and did this, and the fire stopped as soon as I did that. Yeah, so a solar controller too. But yeah, the AGM batteries.
So my whole setup, $200 for the solar panel.
Yeah.
What we say, $330 for the Alpicool and the two Jackeries. So I'm into it, the whole setup for $500.
Yeah.
And this trip, since the weather's been so good, literally every day, the one that I'm running the Alpicool off of is on the solar panel.
Yep. Oh, so it's basically anything in and it goes out.
And the other one just sits over here, and whenever the engine's running, it's charging. And it sits at 100% all the time, so then I can switch it off when I want to. But I could literally just be running solar panel this trip.
Yeah.
And not even using the battery of the car at all.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I really, because I have a lot of people that comment about, well, you're only running one battery on the Tundra, you know, how does that work, and everything like that. And it's because the LED lights don't draw any power. The fan draws less than an amp. And the Alpicool is so efficient that it doesn't, like, I have yet to have to use my jump pack to start the Tundra.
Well, it gets back to two things, right? It gets back to...
There we go.
This rock formation is what attracted me to this spot when you came up here. I'm like, I want to be by that rock formation.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in a cowboy movie.
Right? Yeah. The bighorns are very special.
Yeah. This is... my first time here, I'm like, I need to come back to this mountain range. And then every time I've come back, I keep thinking, I need to come back again. I mean, it's just a really, really special place.
So if we went north and then we went west to Red Lodge, what would that look like? Like, what is there between here and Red Lodge?
Plains.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So we would just drive straight across one day.
Yeah, if you go north and east, it's Flaming Gorge. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing, like you said it, like Wyoming is a series of mountain ranges with nothing in between.
Yeah.
The focus is a little messed up, but you'll like that. You want some steak, Scoochie? I don't know if you noticed or not, but when we were climbing out, or climbing up here, did you look back toward Cody? Like what we came across?
Yeah, we were doing that when we were up
like
at the top
red canyonlands, high desert. Like it really like...
But there's so much shank in the air, it was hard to see today.
It's crazy like how abrupt the bighorns are from the plains lands and the high desert down below. Like you're coming and then it just boom straight up.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I have to disagree from this standpoint. The thing about the bighorns is from a distance, it just looks like one big hill. Mm-hmm. It's not like the Sawtooth or the Beartooth or...
We have like distinctive peaks.
Wallala, like, you know, where you have these mountains that are just, or the Grand Tetons. Remember that view we had of the Grand Tetons the other night? And it was just like these rugged peaks, right?
Yeah.
This is not about rugged peaks. It's just like this massive hill.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe a little bit like Grand Mesa.
There were some times today when we were driving along, I was like, I feel like I'm on a giant version of the Tromps.
Yes. Or the Scottish Highlands.
Yeah.
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 No, you're absolutely right. So in some ways, it's a little bit like the Tromps, or the Scottish Highlands, or Grand Mesa, except it's not completely flat.
No.
But there's some similarity to Grand Mesa, but it's like rolling hills like the Tromps.
That's what I told Michelle. I said it's like rolling hills, but we're at 10,000 feet.
Yeah, exactly. It's you get glaciers. It's like the Los Trompas in California, but with glaciers.
Yeah. And on a scale of like 10x.
Right, it's really big. Because last time we spent a couple of days